Hello everyone, this is also Tamjit over here. Today we're watching episode 2 of Loki. If you haven't seen it, just go to the Disney Plus and watch it. To me, the pilot of Loki was the best among every other MCU shows. Why? Because it had everything that I wanted. It had the suspense, it had the mystery, it had the nostalgia of the endgame and everything else. Also, we got Loki again. Most importantly, it has got the time travel. I mean, the whole thing is just based upon that. So it's just totally awesome. In the previous episode, we were introduced to the TVA and some new terms like the sacred timeline and the Nexus events. If you haven't watched it, I made my reaction on that. You can just watch it here. So without talking anymore, let's just jump into it. Okay, fun fact. I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so I got it. Back to the Future was also released in 1985, right? So maybe it's just an homage to that. Okay.
Hi! What's going on? You guys aren't dressed right. So,
Oh, that's clever though. I mean, they chose a costume party or festival so that they can just blend in. So, do they do that every time? I mean, every time they go to the past? Huh? Ooh. So apparently this is the obviously the variant Loki. So he can mind control like Wanda. Okay, that's some good stuff. Okay, so he took a hostage. I mean, I follow the new rockstars a lot, so I know a lot of theory about who this variant might be, but I'm not gonna tell that here because I don't know. Maybe you guys don't like the theories, so I'll just skip those totally.
It's when the TVA can no longer reset a Nexus event. Okay? Boring.
Right, and that would lead to the destruction
Oh.
of the timeline and
Okay.
the collapse of reality as we know it.
Can you hear me? Are you recording or are you alive?
Sort of both.
So you got a job here? Okay. So this show is basically turning into a cop show also, with some comedy and obviously the Marvel stuffs, I guess. But it'd be very interesting to see Loki and Mobius interacting. I mean, the interaction would be pretty much solid, I guess, because both of them are just awesome.
Watch it. Where's your manners?
No, the lesser.
Temporal aura. Okay.
let me see the back of that jacket.
What's there? Come on, man.
Very subtle.
I don't want anybody out there to forget what you are.
Oh, you're on.
See, he's just totally awesome in this character, man. I love this Loki so much. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the jokes and the punchlines are just working too much well here.
Shifting, illusion, projection, and my
Duplication
favorite,
casting.
Okay.
illusion projection.
No, they're two completely different powers, actually.
How?
Illusion projection involves depicting a detailed image from outside oneself, which is perceptible in the external world, whereas duplication casting entails recreating an exact facsimile of one's own body in its present circumstance, which acts as a true holographic mirror of its molecular structure.
I would have to just listen to it again and again, and maybe I'll write it down so that I can just get it, the differences.
We're going to break into two teams, including myself and Professor Lo.
Oh, okay. So Loki is now a professor too? I mean, Hulk is also a professor, Loki is now also a professor.
Catch you, and how's betraying us going to get you any closer to the timekeepers?
Oh.
An audience with the timekeepers is on the table.
Keep that focus.
Oh. How'd that go? I mean, that'll be interesting. We're seeing the timekeepers? Okay, that'd be so awesome.
Reset charges prune the affected radius of a branched timeline, allowing time to heal all its wounds. Which, by the way, sounds like a nice way of saying disintegrate.
So that's reset charge, and it seems like the variant Loki is after those, because he was collecting those. So reset charges. Okay.
everything in its vicinity.
He's on it.
Gods of Asgard, one and the same. Drunk with power, blinded to the truth. Those you underestimate will devour you.
It's kind of true though. Just look at the TVA. They're so much overconfident about themselves. I mean, they look human and they don't have too much superpowers. Only power that they have got is the time. So I mean, yeah, Loki's kind of right here.
And we'll need to speak to the timekeepers at once. They're in graver danger than we realized.
He's lying. Just playing games. There's no one out there.
Reset the timeline.
You had me for a second. My ears are sharp too.
How's that working? I didn't get it, man. I didn't get it. So what tipped him off actually? I mean, how did Mobius know that he's lying? I don't know. Okay, help me out, guys, on this. You can tell me in the comments. Oh, okay. So that's how the resetting of charges work. I mean, they just reset it so that everything that happened that wasn't supposed to be happening just gets vanished from the existence.
Getting warm? A double cross by history's most reliable liar.
Okay, why are you in there sticking your neck out for me?
I'll give you two options, and you can believe whichever one you want. A, because I see a scared little boy shivering in the cold, and you kind of feel bad for that ice.
Man, it's rude. I mean, if you are not getting it, this is the story of the Loki, that he wasn't the son of the Asgardian king, and I forgot the name though, but yeah, whatever. So he was in the ice and they took him in. So it's kind of like very rude to say that in his mouth.
All files pertaining to the creation of the TVA.
Oh, okay.
Those are classified.
Okay, I'd like all files pertaining to the beginning of time then.
Those are classified.
Okay, the end of time.
Those are classified.
Okay, what files can I have?
So is it really wanting to take the siege of the TVA? I mean, how'd that go? Okay, we'll see.
Happy reading.
This is all he got. That's the end of the Ragnarok. Yeah, he's slowly transforming into this good guy again. I mean,
Doesn't matter. It could be any apocalypse. It could be a tidal wave. It could be everything and everyone around you is destined for imminent destruction. Then nothing that I say or do will matter. Because the timeline's not going to branch. Because it gets destroyed. Hence, the variant could be hiding in the apocalypse and do whatever he wants and we wouldn't know.
oh, okay, I got it. So basically what's going on is the TVA is not that much powerful that they can know everything. Only way they know about things is if any timeline is, they know about the timelines. I mean, they know how a timeline is supposed to go. So if someone is doing anything wrong, that timeline branches and they get that data. Okay, so if someone is doing anything wrong, they get the data through the branching timelines. But here, Loki's point is when any timeline gets totally destroyed, it can't branch, right? So if you do, if he does anything wrong in that timeline just before the apocalypse, then that timeline won't branch. So TVA won't get that data, and they won't know that the variant is in that timeline. Okay, I hope I could make you guys understand.
To a real apocalypse. Take me to Ragnarok, I'll show you.
Wow, this is so
So you
awesome.
can run away back to your homeland?
Oh, so we're gonna see the destruction of the Pompeii here. The volcano will erupt for sure. Okay, it's starting.
Loki! Loki!
That's what he's gonna do. I mean, no, he's not supposed to do that. How that go into the history? There was this man with a thing hanging from his neck.
Praefectus consilii ad tempus mutandem. Atque ad vero acerbum nuntium.
Branching in the timeline.
Telia would never even know we were here. If it were me, this is where I would hide. I see. So, when they're finished, what happens then?
So are we. No more Nexus events, just order, and we meet in peace at the end of time. Nice, right?
Only order. No chaos? It sounds boring.
But how's the entropy thing kind of work there? I mean, entropy will cause the destruction of the universe, not the ultimate order. I don't know, man. The concepts are cool, but there are a lot of concepts that I'm not getting totally.
Time there is an attack, the variant steals a reset charge. He's planning something. We just don't know what.
Yeah.
So keep an
So he's stealing something.
eye out for the missing charges. And if you see a Loki, prune it.
I mean, they're so funny together. It's so funny.
Preferably.
Okay, so we're in the future again. I mean, have we ever gone to the future in the Marvel universe? No, right? So this is another one. Okay, let me just write it down. So we have, for the first time, entered the future in Marvel universe. So he is here, and Loki's right. I mean, our good friend Loki.
What are you doing?
Shopping for plants.
In this storm?
It's a hurricane sale. Azaleas are half off.
Me,
Oh,
I presume.
yeah. Okay, so they're not dying there? I mean, they're just unconscious, okay.
I'm going to overthrow the timekeepers. And, cards on the table. I could use a qualified lieutenant.
And I assume you mean...
I mean, this is so great. I mean, both are like the grandmaster in the chess. So let's see who wins.
What say you?
I gave it away. I gave it away.
What did you give away?
The timekeepers, where they are. I gave it away, how to find them.
B-15, what is your status?
So is the this variant also wanna kill the timekeepers? I mean, what's the big deal with the timekeepers, man? Guys, we're getting our first action scene in this series, and how awesome is that?
Brace yourself, Loki.
So here's one thing. This ticking sound you can hear right now, I mean, this is a genius way to make some tension. I don't know if you guys know it already, but in many movies it was done, in maybe TV series also in the Dunkirk, something like this was given in just to make the tension rise. And I find these things very subtle and very effective, and that's why very genius. Okay, so we're getting to see him or her. Yeah.
This isn't about you.
Wow. Okay. So I followed the Rockstars obviously, and I knew this. I mean, he was pretty sure that we'll see the female Loki here. But the point is she the female Loki? Because we don't know yet. But man, female Loki would be so good. Just watching it, though it may be fake, but just watching her, it's a very awesome thing. And also to point out one thing, many of us, even I thought that in the trailer there was the Black Widow, but probably this was not the Black Widow, this is this female Loki here. So things are about to get awesome right now.
Right.
What's the plan though, man? Is that the magic of the Agnes? Because she also had the purple magic there. I don't know, man, everything is just so mysterious. Okay. She's sending those somewhere.
Where are they going?
What's happening? What's happening, man? What's happening?
It's not possible.
So is she sending those to different timelines? Maybe, let's see.
This is Analyst 1182E, reporting a code 000. Branch is rapidly forming at a slope of...
Somebody just bombed the sacred timeline.
Okay, so somebody just bombed the sacred timeline. How does that work? We don't know. What's happening? I mean, is this the start of the multiverse again? Maybe, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh. So he went to pursue her. Wow, man. So apparently we've got the female Loki here. And obviously this is one of the most awesome thing that I've watched for a very long time. There are only 4 more episodes left, so you can just see how fast things will go from this. And I can't wait for the next episode. So if I point it out, this is the best pilot to me. Period, okay? And if I'm gonna say this episode was so well, man, I can see its rating just going through the roof, totally, for sure. Because people are loving this, I'm loving this, and everyone is loving this. And I haven't seen anything negative about this one yet. So if you guys are loving my reactions, you can check out my previous ones, and you should consider subscribing if you want, because that would motivate me to do the work again. Thank you everyone again, and see ya.